Hello, friends from the comic world. My name is Hector,
And my name is G.
and we're here to talk to you about the collected editions that are coming out in March 2024 from Penguin Random House, which G and I work for. So, the titles that we talk about in these videos are from imprints and publishers that we represent into those markets. And please note that you might see some titles that repeated from previous videos that we've done from previous months. Things tend to move around sometimes. They're being pushed back, rescheduled. So don't be surprised if you see something that you've seen on a previous month, announced for a previous month. Also, we are on social media, so please feel free to visit us at at PRH International Comics on X, Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube, and watch all of our other videos. There's some other stuff. We have another video like this every month for manga, and we have weekly ones for comic books and stuff like that. A lot of fun stuff. So the way that this works, G and I were gonna go through a few picks, things that we want to highlight ourselves because we liked very much from this month. Then we'll go over a few slides of highlighted titles that we definitely think you should not miss at all. And then after that, we'll leave you, stay to the end because you'll be able to watch slides going through with the rest of the titles for the month of March 2024. So I think that's it. I cover everything, right? So let's get going with the first title. I believe it's yours.
Oh, yeah. Let me click.
There
No, there
you
we go.
go.
I thought I double clicked. Anyway, this is Kira and the maybe in parentheses Space Princess. We have the hardcover and the trade paperback coming simultaneously. This one is a graphic novel, but it is a love letter to manga fans. So this is perfect for fans of Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor, but also if you also enjoyed Katie the Cat Sitter, which is also a title that we sell. Those readers will also enjoy this. I really love the fact that you can grab so many audiences, right? Like if you're a
Yeah.
graphic novel reader, they'll enjoy this. But if you're a manga reader, trying to get into the graphic novel space, they'll enjoy it. This may also interest people who are graphic novel readers into like manga. So it takes
Yeah.
this this magical girl, uh, which is a genre that I very much enjoy, with Kira, a middle school student who is like really set going into I did mention middle school, really set on going into middle school and becoming popular and cool. Like she's like, I'll have so many friends because I'll be a magical girl. Just that's the goal. That's the goal. So Kira makes a wish on a shooting star that her life will change. When a catacorn, a cat unicorn space princess, crashes into Kira's backyard. It seems that her wish will come true because that seems quite convenient, or
Yeah.
like that will happen. But maybe kinda not, maybe yes. It's Kira's dream of becoming a magical girl. So is it possible that this is gonna happen to her? Or is she being is her wish not exactly the thing that she wished for? You have to really be specific when it comes to wishing on a shooting star. So this is I just love it. I love that they take the tropes, especially from magical girl manga, and put it in this graphic novel format. So this is really fun.
Awesome. Very
Mhm.
cool. Next up is one of my picks. This is The Gulf by Adam de Souza. And this is going to coming out in both hardcover and trade paperback. And this is, first of all, Adam de Souza is an award-winning author illustrator that has done many graphic novels and picture books. So definitely check him out. But this story is very cool. Takes place. It's sort of a very dark, and I thought at the beginning it was kind of dark, but it looks so wholesome on the cover. But I that's why I think it would be good for not just kids, for adults too. And it's Ollie, one of the kids that you see here, found a pamphlet of a remote island that it's a commune. And as a kid, all he can think about is this all of a sudden when he finds it, of getting away, escaping where he lives. And, now that high school is nearing, he feels very frustrated with the pressure of choosing a career and what path to follow. He has no interest, all that. And decides he wants to escape. And then all of a sudden, a lot of things happen, and one of them is that one of his friendships goes south in school. There's also there's one of his friends, sorry, uh, confronts a bully, and there's a lot of things that happen, and then he and these other two kids decided, okay, we're just gonna leave our town, run away to a commune, which kids don't do that. Read about it, but don't do it. But anyways, and they take this trip, and it's about this trip of the kids discovering themselves, and it's this age and this about this time when kids are discovering that adulthood is around the corner, and sometimes they want it to come faster than they want to, but at the same time they're not sure about if they're going to do it right or what's going to happen, and they're afraid but excited. And it's very beautiful, and also the illustrations are very, very cool. I highly recommend picking this up, and that I think, like I said, it's something that I would definitely read, but it's also something that I think middle graders will find very interesting and can identify with a lot of the feelings in here. That's it.
All right, my pick is Nothing Special Volume 1 webtoon. It's a webtoon, but I'm releasing it physically in both hardcover and trade paperback. Um, this one is about Callie, who thinks that she isn't very special, and she's friends with this ghost of a radish, who you'll see very adorable on the cover. And her dad owns this magical antique shop, and she spends her life on the human world, but this antique shop is sort of like on the precipice between the real world and the magical world. And for her own protection, he doesn't take her to the magical realm on collection trips to keep her safe. And she's only caught glimpses of like, at the gates of this magical world where her father's store is located. But on her 17th birthday, Callie goes home with her friend to like find her home and in disarray and her dad missing. So there's
Yeah.
a sign of struggle at like the access point of the portal into the magical realm. And so it's up to them to follow into the magical world to find the missing father. This is, if you're fans of, like, I automatically thought of Owl House. Like, if you're fans of Owl
Yeah.
House,
Yeah.
you're gonna very much enjoy this. This covers the first season of Katie Cook's beloved webtoon. It already has like a massive following, so those fans will obviously want to pick up the physical. But just letting you know, the contents covers the first season, and this will also include some exclusive behind the scenes content as well. So which is really nice.
Yes. Next up, it's another one of my picks. This is a Summer We Cross Europe in the Rain, and lyrics for Stacy Kent by Kazuo Ishiguro, the Nobel Prize winner. Obviously, Kazuo Ishiguro, very well known around the literary world. He wrote books like Remains in the Day, The Buried Giant. I mean, so many to mention. Of course, he won a Nobel Prize. So, um, and he actually wrote lyrics for the jazz singer Stacy Kent. And this book collects those lyrics and illustrates them, and they're very, these are, there are some images on Edelweiss and online that you can see. It's sort of, it's not completely graphic novel format. But it's sort of like more like seeing you showing you scenes, sort of like if you're watching a music video and then you have the lyrics to sort of go with it. It's a very beautiful tome. It's very beautiful book, and the lyrics obviously are extremely very beautiful. Um, and I recommend also, like, I can't wait to get this in my hands, play some of the music Stacy can, and then go through the illustrations. Um, so I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. It's Kazuo Ishiguro, so it's something that it should be in everybody's library. And if you don't know Kazuo Ishiguro, you should definitely go read some of his stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
and that's it.
And then we have Taka.
Hmm.
Taka isn't a hero. Notorious delinquent, has a bit of reputation in her city. She accidentally unleashes like a horde of evil robots, and begrudgingly, to sort of like try to help resolve the issue that she started, takes up the mantle of mech fighter and plays protector to try to recapture all those robots and seal them back up. And there's popularity of being a mech fighter that is increasingly growing, so she has to try her very best to hide her secret identity. After all, she has a reputation.
Hmm.
So I guess one of the themes here for me for my picks is this is another one of these stories where you could have readers who love graphic novels as well as manga, because it really does take inspiration from Japanese, Western, even European comics and manga, and like blends them together in this graphic novel. So really interesting story, with very memorable villains, and which is fantastic. And yeah, this is something that you should pick up from IDW.
I can't believe that you're not going to comment on the cover and the different poses of the on the
Oh,
reflection
I
like
like
that,
the dog.
and the dog, and yeah, it's all cool, very cool.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And the band-aid on the face, which is very also very manga anime or inspired. Anyways,
Hmm.
next up is another one of my picks. This is Woman, Life, Freedom by Marjane Satrapi. I'm sorry, I always messed up that name. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because Marianne Satrapi is the author of Persepolis, the award-winning, super mega bestseller graphic novel. And I'm just gonna read from the description. Arjuna Satrapi, author of Persepolis, returns to graphic art with this collaboration of over 20 activists, artists, journalists, and academics working together to depict the historic uprising in solidarity with the Iranian people and in defense of feminism. So it is a collection of stories with different illustrators, different points of view, like it says, different, not just different writers, but also uh, there are journalists and academics involved in this to tell the story and to show a lot of things that happened during the uprising in Iran in 2022. There are many stories that were told, some that are not so well known, that are depicted in this book. And I think it's not just a very interesting and very compelling book, but also it's a very important book to have out there and to read. So I looking forward to this. Um, and definitely, if you haven't picked up copies of Persepolis, what are you doing? It's like one of the biggest books ever, and it continues to do extremely well. So, and that's it for Women, Life, Freedom.
Okay, highlighting some additional titles to
Yep.
take a look into. We have the Absolute Luther and Joker, the 2024 edition. This is by Brian Azzarello. We have Batman Beyond the Animated Series Compendium. This is for the 25th anniversary edition, with Hilary J. Bader. And then the very popular Batman Wayne Family Adventures Volume 3. We have the physical trade paperback coming out. And then Best of My Little Pony Volume 1, Twilight Sparkle by a whole cast or like line of creators. Cast creators. And then we have Bryn Moore, Steve Niles, and Damian Worm.
I
Uh,
we do have to mention that for My Little Pony, these collections are have world rights.
yes.
So definitely anyone watching this video can get that access to them, and they're gonna keep pumping them out. So there's already a couple more in the schedule for this year. Okay. And next up, highlighting Cat Fight by Andrew Wheeler, one of the IDW originals that came out last year. There's
Mhm.
also Chris Samnee's Black Widow Artist Edition. And then we have Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale Hulk Gallery Edition. And with that, we have a regular trade uh, cover, and then we have next to it on the right a direct market only cover. And last on the slide, we have Night Terrors, Terror Titans, Mark Wade.
All right, continuing on, we have Masters of the Nefarious, Monster Crush. Uh, oh wait, I should have mentioned the authors. Master of the Nefarious. I just watch me ignore it
Just
because
kept
I
going
can't
through.
pronounce. This is translated from the original French, which is why I'm like, you better. I don't even want to butcher the name. We have Monster Crush by Aaron Franny, and of course we have Iman Vellani on the New Mutant Miss Marvel Volume 1, and Red Hood The Outlaws Volume 1, another one of those webtoon collabs with DC. And then
Yeah,
we have the Tom DeFalco Spider-Girl Modern Era Epic Collection, which these are really fun to collect. So
yeah. And we continue highlighting. We start with Star Trek Day of Blood with various artists on here. And then we continue with Superman Action Comics Volume 1 Rise of Metallo. And then we have Table Titans Club by Scott Kurtz. Sorry, I should have said that Superman Action Comics is by Dan Jurgens. Also, we have Teen Titans Year One New Edition by Emmy Wolfram. And last on the slide is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter. This was by Paul Allor.
okay, and there we go.
There you go.
And then finishing off for the highlights, we have the Marble Queen and a Cop, the Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Invasion, and then we also have the that's the trade paperback. There's also the Ultimate Marvel by Jonathan Hickman Omnibus coming out this month, the month of March, and then the direct market edition of that. And we'll end it up here. We'll end it with Stan Sakai's Usagi Yojimbo Saga. This is the second edition, which holds like a collection of like really neat stories
Yeah.
from Stan.
Yeah, and that's it for the highlights. Like I mentioned at the beginning, we'll leave you on the rest of the video. Stay tuned so you can see what other titles are coming in the month of March. We hope you enjoyed the video. We love doing these for you. So go check us out on YouTube, but also check out our other social media channels, X, Facebook, Instagram. You can find us at PRH International Comics. And that's it. And also we have another video for manga also for March, so you can complete all your researching for what you're going to get for March, and we'll keep doing these for every month. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.